We're here to bring a new type of news show.
New insights, new styles, and new topics every day.
We are News Generation.
Bringing news just for you. Good morning, everyone. It's Wednesday, December 11th, and welcome to News Generation. This is Cheska Dainhong, and I'll be substituting our lovely Song Yujin throughout the week. She'll be back with us starting next Monday. Now, in the studio this morning, we are joined by our lovely Kwon Ji-young.
Oh, lovely day. Lovely Wednesday.
So lovely to always have you. And Park Yoon.
Thank you for having me.
Always wonderful to have you. Now, both are here to speak on behalf of people in their 20s and 30s. Now, it's Wednesday, so let us begin with the keyword news. Today's keyword is, drumroll, Squid Game 2 and Golden Globes. Now, on Monday, Seoul hosted the largest press day for Netflix's highly anticipated Squid Game 2, a star-studded event that drew global media attention and an array of high-profile celebrities. However, the excitement was tempered by national unrest as it came just 2 days after the mass demonstration calling for the impeachment of South Korea's president. Now, against this backdrop, director Hwang Dong-hyuk addressed the audience saying it feels like a destiny, emphasizing the show's timing. Now, he further revealed that season 2 would closely parallel today's turbulent world, delving deeper into the themes of quote, conflict, division, upheavals, and wars that are happening worldwide. Now, despite its rocky start, Squid Game 2 received thrilling news just yesterday, a Golden Globe nomination even before the release of the news, signaling high global expectations. The first season remains Netflix's most watched series of all time, with a staggering 330 million views and over 2.8 billion viewing hours, according to the streaming company. Now, we're only about 2 weeks away from the grand opening of Squid Game 2, and personally as a Korean, I hold such a proud achievement that the first series actually holds a record for its viewings, and adding to the fact that the second series, even before the release, has received nomination. But also the timing was a little bit unfortunate, so I'm just going to open it up to the panelists. Are you excited, and what were some of your thoughts when you heard about the news? Starting with
Yeah, I'm definitely excited, but I can really agree with what director Hwang Dong-hyuk said about the destiny of its release timing. But besides that, I really cannot wait to see Ki-hoon again, not me. Song-gi-hoon.
The character, yes.
The name of the lead role played by Lee Jung-jae, of course. Many of my friends actually call my name even more during season 1, showing that how much of a hit it was. They kept calling me Ki-hoon-young, Ki-hoon-young. Anyway, so season 2 is definitely, the lineup is star-studded even more than season 1.
Yes.
And I saw the list of the actors, and many of my favorite actors are actually, in the series, including Lee Jin-wook. He's one of my favorite actors. And there's also T.O.P., former member of Big Bang.
Yep.
And in terms of the series being nominated at the Golden Globe Awards before it was actually aired, it's speculated that only journalists affiliated with the award show were able to actually get a glimpse of advanced screening for the second season. And obviously they were very impressed, and hence the nomination. But I don't want to spoil the show. But usually when season 1 does so well, like season 2 usually don't live up to the expectations because people already have a huge, high expectations. But I think the release date is just perfect because once everyone has a great night, crazy night on Christmas Day, next day you just want to stay home, relax, or watching Netflix and binge watching Squid Game 2. Yeah, so definitely looking forward to it.
I completely agree with you. I think the time is perfect, but I also agree that it is a double-edged sword when a series garners such high expectation. But I'm on the other side where it does live up to expectation and even amazes us even more. What did you think, Ji-young?
Well, indeed. Well, after reading the article, I immediately sent a DM to one of the actresses in season 1, actress Kim Ju-ryung. She was in the season 1, Squid Game season 1.
Fantastic performance.
I know, but she died, unfortunately, in the first one. But she's also my Instagram friend. That's why I sent a DM to her. Although she isn't in season 2 this time, she replied saying that she's just as excited and believes it's going to be incredible. She also mentioned season 2 has to do well, so people will revisit season 1, even though our Cheska didn't watch it yet. So everybody make sure to rewatch season 1 and refresh your memory. I'm especially curious about the new characters in this season 2 and surprises that will unfold. This time, actor Kang Han-il and Im Si-hwan is in the season 2. It's truly impressive for a show to be nominated for a Golden Globe before airing. And this reflects not just its global popularity, but also the high regard for its cultural frontier in Korea. And seeing Kim Ju-ryung, the actress Kim Ju-ryung's enthusiasm has made me even more thrilled. So I can't wait to watch it on the 26th of December.
And I'm just as excited, But just to defend myself a little bit, and actually quite apt for today's newsfeed, is that the reason that Squid Game #1 did so well is that it was such a perfect social commentary in highlighting the darkness and the wars that was going on. So one of the reasons that it did so well is that it reflects a lot of the things that are happening, and I hope that this exciting newsfeed for our viewers helped them get over the Hump Day Wednesday. Now, moving on to today's topic. Now, if you've been following us for the past couple of episodes, you will know that we've covered a variety of trends and items that target specifically the MZers, starting from the key rings, the yogurt ice creams, to very special hobbies. But today we bring you something quite unexpected. Watch the screen to find out.
The old adage is that it's better to be safe than sorry. But this wisdom may apply a little differently to today's young crowd. Insurance plans today have taken on a new meaning for millennials and Gen Z. From reading and hobbies to K-pop fan activities, these insurance plans are saying it's better to be special than sorry.
Now, this was a fascinating revelation on my part as well, and I think I represent a pretty good segment of the younger population who are still trying to figure out what kind of insurance plans do I need and why do I need it for. So I'm just going to do a quick survey here in the studio, starting with you, Chuyeon. What sort of insurance plans do you have and why?
Well, I think that everyone who is living in Korea should have at least one type of insurance if you've got to be safe. Yeah. I have national health insurance, which is essential for covering medical needs, and it's kind of a basic requirement for citizens. It's a necessity, really, as it safeguards you against unexpected medical costs. And there's my mobile phone insurance. I thought that was kind of a unique insurance in Korea, but many countries, including the US, the UK, Germany, France, they do have this mobile phone insurance. With smartphones being so expensive these days, it's just practical to have coverage in case of accidental damage or loss. It gives me peace of mind sometimes. And lastly, I always take out the travel insurance whenever I go abroad. Traveling can be unpredictable, and having insurance means I'm covered if I fall ill, get injured, or face any unpredicted and unexpected circumstances, unexpected hiccups during my trip. It's kind of a small price to pay for a worry-free holiday.
I completely agree with you. And you've got all the practical ones. You've got the health, you've got the tech, and you've got the travel.
All together.
All together. What about you, Kyun? How well prepared are you?
I'm not as prepared as Chuyeon with the whole package, but I do have a plan called indemnity plan, which is called 실손보험 in Korea. So it's a type of insurance policy that compensates for medical costs. So it's a common health insurance signed up by many adults here in Korea, as a reimbursement of up to like 70 to 90% is made on any money spent on hospital costs. So for example, if you end up needing to get a surgery after a medical checkup with the doctor's recommendation, along with the hospital bills all paid for, you'll get extra compensation on top of that. And because of this insurance, I feel much safer and less hesitant to receive any kind of treatment whenever I feel the need, because knowing that I will get reimbursed. And the great thing about this kind of insurance, especially here in Korea, is that you get paid back. You get payback within just a few working days. So all you need to do is just provide just a single document provided by the hospital with the signature of the doctor, and just fax it to your insurance company, and within a few days you'll get paid back. So knowing that, having that assurance,
yes,
it helps me to just, whenever I feel any problems in my body or health issues, I wouldn't, just push it back and just visit any kind of hospital I can, because it just makes it so much more accessible. And knowing that I will get paid back immediately, it just helps me kind of have more trust in this kind of insurance.
And money compensation is really important when it comes to insurance, right? Because a lot of the things that we need to do, especially when it comes to health, cost is sometimes a very big hurdle. But in addition to the traditional type of insurance plans that we've discussed, here in South Korea, there are some very interesting and unique insurance plans that kind of came to our limelight that cater to the different interests and lifestyle of young people. Now, could you share some with us, Chuyeon?
Yeah, of course. Well, it's kind of fascinating to see how the insurance market is evolving, especially targeting younger generations like us. According to various insurance companies, these unique products are gaining popularity here in Korea. Take reading insurance, for example. This covers health issues related to poor reading posture or lifestyle habits. Perfect for the recent Hangang Nobel Prize trend, sparking a renewed interest in reading books. And then there is fan activity insurance. In Korean, we call this 덕밍아웃 상해보험.
Okay.
Well, this provides coverage for injuries at concerts or scams involving direct purchase of concert tickets or merchandise, which is kind of a must-have for passionate fans. And finally, there is a standout parental protection insurance. Well, this policy offers compensation to children for the child if their parents fall victim to voice phishing scams, meaning phone scams aimed at stealing money or personal information. So it's absolutely clear that insurance companies are getting creative, blending practicality with fun to appeal to a younger audience. And who knows, insurance for running late for work or
my goodness.
Monday blues might be just around the corner.
And I don't know, Jion, if you saw my face when you read those lists, but I would love to sign up for every single one of them, including the last one where you said the Monday blues.
Monday blues.
The Monday blues. I would be happy to, give up my coffee time just to get a couple of minutes, to get those. Now, these are all super interesting. Ki-hoon, please amuse us with more. Are there more of these?
Yeah, there are actually a couple more on top of what just Jion mentioned. There are many leisure-related insurances, for example, like car camping and golf insurance. As many of you know, like in Korea during the pandemic, a lot of people started playing golf, many youngsters actually. And in Korea, because of the small land size, there aren't many golf courses. And so a lot of people obviously visit driving ranges. And even if they do go to a golf range, golf course, there are a lot of people there, a lot of golf players. And that obviously increases the risk of actually getting hit by a golf ball. And I haven't been hit by a golf ball yet, but I mean, it's going to be very painful. And it's actually killed a few people recently. It's been on the news. So that's why a lot of youngsters have actually put insurance money in golf as well. And not just golf, a lot of youngsters actually enjoy camping outdoors and they have their own caravans. And my friend recently told me that he was actually compensated quite a lot of money because his caravan actually broke down. And he's a big fan of camping. And I thought, hey, I mean, it just shows how much young people actually show interest in these different types of insurance plans. Not just like health insurance, but like golf, camping, and just everything that Chuya mentioned as well.
And it's very interesting because you actually have example of your friends. So it really seems like the market is doing its research and know what caters to the younger generation. But in addition to the content of these new insurance plans, companies are also making a lot of effort in lowering the access hurdle for young people because typically insurance plans with its fine prints have a reputation of being too complicated and sometimes too convoluted when it comes to registering. And they have really tried to lower physical barriers by doing some very interesting events for young generation, right, Kyun?
Right, so recently there was like a famous insurance company in Korea that set up a pop-up store in Seoul with the concept of a healthcare center back in the Joseon dynasty. So the workers there were actually, they were dressed up as like royal and female physicians, giving the customers a unique experience of, signing up for like an insurance plan. Like you said, for many youngsters, it seems very complicated, but they put a twist to it, showing that it's not that complicated. It's not all about signing paperwork. So they would give them like step-by-step processes of how to actually sign up, make regular monthly payments, and how much you can get compensated. And I think this is a very good marketing strategy to especially youngsters who are not very familiar with these insurance plans compared to our parents' generation, because back then we'll just have we'll get a phone call or have a friend randomly just contact you saying, "So how are you, Cheska? How have you been?" "Oh, not too bad." "Do you have any insurance plans?" I recently got a new job. I'm working for this insurance company, and I just thought you might want to, sign up and for me, just for me,
Life is getting tough. Right? Yeah, you can do a favor for me.
Show me some loyalty. But nowadays it's been very different. So it's very entertaining and also like part of a dating course with these pop-up stores.
Exactly, because pop-up stores combine both entertainment, education, and even some interest of young people. What's more out there?
Well, there's many, many more. Collaborative products have also caught attention to the younger generation. A convenience store teamed up with an insurance company to release a personalized drink type promotion. This blends fun with a focus on health at the same time. It's clear that insurance is no longer just a necessity. It's becoming an experience. Soon we might see insurance for a coffee order going wrong, just in case.
That's very important, actually. But this trend certainly highlights a few interesting things about our generation, in that the market is actually reacting to it. Jian, could you tell us a little bit about what the company's perspective might be?
Of course. Well, if you look at the company's perspective, these special insurance products might not bring a huge, big profits for them in a short term, right away. But there's a smart way. They are using a smart way to catch the eye of MZs. The aim is to create a positive impression and make insurance feel more approachable and relevant. And take mini insurance policy, for example. They have brought friendly with lower premiums and shorter terms, making them easy for people in their 20s to try, even if they don't have much knowledge or much experience about these kind of money management. This approach helps shake off the old image of insurance as complicated and hard to understand. You've got to sign thousands of documents in order to join it. It's a kind of a fresh and innovative way to bring insurance into the modern age and connect with the younger generation.
And Jian, as you mentioned, a social phenomenon always tells a story about modern culture. So I also think it reflects a lot about what our generation is going through. And now we've heard from both our panelists, so we'll turn to our viewers and find out what they had to say about today's topic. Now, we also asked them if they had some unique insurance plans in their country, and here are collection of their responses. Now, Benny D97 said, in the Philippines, insurance companies don't offer anything unique. However, I would like to see one unique insurance product introduced, insurance for mental health conditions. Now, X_IIX_XCVII said, unfortunately, we don't. And for this, I would love to move to South Korea. Now, BuzzerBeater17 said, it's unique in a somewhat strange way, but I heard there's an alien abduction insurance that covers you if you're abducted by aliens. Now, a big shout out to BuzzerBeater. I don't know if you're watching, but we would love to learn more about it. Thank you to all our viewers for sharing their opinions. And now for more in-depth discussion and learn about this social phenomenon, we'll connect live with Min-jung Park, the business professor here in South Korea. Join us after the break.
NewsGen wants to hear from you. Go to YouTube and search our channel Arirang.News. Click Community and leave a comment down below. Make a new type of news with us.
Now, today we're joined by Business Administration Professor Min-jung Park from Kumho National Institute of Technology. Hello, Professor.
Hello, thank you for having me today.
Thank you so much for joining us. We'll begin with our first question. We want to understand the background a little bit here. What are some general attitudes and/or consumption patterns of young people, namely those in their 20s and 30s, when it comes to purchasing these insurance plans?
Yeah, these days, 2030s, we call the younger generation. Today emphasize practical and cost effectiveness when they choose insurance products. They are less interested in traditional whole life or long-term insurance, and also they prefer small and short-term plans that fit with their lifestyles nowadays. For example, products such as travel insurance or fund damage insurance or pet insurance, which cover with specific needs at certain times, are becoming very popular. And also these days, young people now see the importance of protecting their digital assets and personal information, which can be generated in online environment, because they are less interested in that areas because they could not be usually covered by insurance in the past. However, nowadays we call cyber risk insurance, which is launched in the recent. The young generation people have interest in that areas, because they perceive their digital assets and their personal information is very valuable, and they also perceive the digital threats is as just same as real dangers. So they want to cover cover the financial losses if some things happen from a lot of digital threats such as ransomware attacks or data breaches. So they want to cover by insurances.
Okay, Professor Park. So today we have covered a wide range of very unique insurance plans, specifically targeting the younger generation. Do people actually purchase these coverage, these products, these plans? If so, then why?
Because today many unique insurance products, as you say, are available in the market, so more people want to buy that. The one main reason is that I think young people want to interested in new experiences and fun, even with their insurances. For them, insurance is just like not just a safety net. They consider it as a real, interesting, and exciting experience. So, for example, activity insurance for their travel, and also they want to buy insurance for their game characters because it looks so interesting and fun. So, these fun and unique products often make young people want to buy some new insurance a lot of these days. I think
Professor,
so. Yes. Yeah.
Could you provide us with some smart tips on how young people can manage insurance plans?
Yes, there are a lot of some simple tips to young people to manage their insurance effectively. First, I think young people always should know that think about what they really need. It means they have to look at their lifestyles and also how the risks can might face in the future. It means they don't need to buy all of it means every type of insurance, but they have to just to choose what's most important for you. So they have to consider it, their age and their health status and decide what's the most important thing for you. And also their lifestyle is also considerable. For example, they travel a lot. Travel insurance can be helpful to them. And also they have a pet. Pet insurance very helpful to them. So,
Right.
yeah.
I think reflecting lifestyle and making, as you mentioned, smart choices on insurance types would be very important for our generation. Thank you so much
Yes.
for joining us. Have a great day.
And thank you.
Thank you.
Now, to briefly end off today's discussion, I would like to ask each of you to expand our horizon a little bit and suggest a new type of insurance or security plans that our demographics might actually find quite interesting or even useful.
Yeah, of course. Well, I hope there will be this kind of insurance, sibling battle, sibling rivalry insurance, just in case of the sibling battles. You know that sometimes it happens, and there's so many
great one.
minor injuries, and you know there are sibling battles, or what should I call it, a war between
almost,
siblings,
yeah.
or for brothers especially. And you know, it could offer a support for minor injuries or accidental damage to shared spaces. You know, and or of course also the damaged toys and the furniture that I have in my house. So it might even include a small peace treaty fund to help restore harmony between, you know, in the family.
I love that.
Yes,
I love that one. What about you, Kyun?
Perhaps luxury goods. If you have a lot of luxury goods in your home, if you get any stains on it, scratches, or even if you lose it, if you get compensated for those luxury goods, that could be a good option.
And I love both of them. But Juyeon, you mentioned something before the rehearsal, which I want to share with the viewers. You did social media reputation
Yes.
insurance, which was your idea, which I thought was really amazing. With the advance of technology, cyberbullying, and portrait rights. That
That's
was something
correct.
that you mentioned. Yeah, I think it's really important to have those coverages as well. Now that's all from us today. Thank you all for joining us, and special thanks to Juyeon.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much, and Kiwoo.
Always a pleasure.
Always a pleasure. And thank you everyone for watching. NewsGen will be back tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Korean time. We are News
News Generation.
Generation.